Oh, they are?
Yeah, I just made it in the live camera.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone on the webcast. Can they hear me?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming out or tuning in today, our last week before winter break. Thank you for taking the time to not only volunteer for this program, but also coming out and hearing what it's all about. We should not take an hour, so I should be able to give you some of your time back, but feel free to ask questions as you see fit throughout, and then we can also ask questions at the end. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lindsay Norlin. I'm the Director of Organizational Effectiveness. I roll up to the Vice President of Human Resources, but I'm a department of myself, essentially. We manage the Institutional Effectiveness Committee. Last year we ran a university-wide survey asking for all of your feedback on improvements throughout the university, so that committee is our biggest project right now. But if any of you at any time throughout your life at Drexel have ideas for improvements, come find me. I will bring them to the committee. But anything that you think of, any time at all, we are here to listen. So that's just a little bit of explanation of what my role is at Drexel. I know you're all in various departments, and I'm so excited that we have so many departments represented in the revisited Peer Ambassador program. I don't know if any of you were involved in the previous iteration of the program. Anybody?
When did that run?
1 years ago.
10?
10? Oh my gosh.
February, almost 10 years ago.
Okay. So it used to be run out of the Office of Equality and Diversity. For various reasons, it kind of trailed away. But we're bringing it back. We think it's worthwhile for our new employees. So Kathy, you had a peer ambassador when you first started. So the idea is the same. Basically, we want to welcome our new employees to Drexel in a warm way. We'll welcome them upon arrival. We'll pair them with an ambassador over the first 3 months, and I'll give you an overview of what that entails. But basically, we want to engage them from the minute they come in the door. We want them to make them feel that they're welcome, that we're happy that they're here, and that they're a valuable piece of our family here at Drexel. On the data side, happier employees are more productive employees, and they stay longer. So employees that stay longer are also cheaper for Drexel. They're better for you. You know who to contact when you have an issue or you need someone to contact in another department. It makes life for everyone easier when we have less turnover. So it's a win for the new employee, but it's a win for you and all of Drexel as well. So the first 90 days for employees are a little bit overwhelming. They're learning a new workplace. They're learning a new job. They're meeting all these new people. But we have a few ways to help them. So we're starting this ambassador program up again. We just relaunched a revised version of orientation. So before orientation now, we'll have a few tables. We're calling it an orientation fair. A few tables for information. I will be at one of them telling them about the ambassador program. They'll hear about the ambassador program from HR through a letter before they start. And then you all will reach out to them after their first week or so and engage with them for their first 3 months. And then after their first 3 months, Kathy and her colleague Susan in HR, they're starting what they're calling Dragon Days. So that's going to bring back all of the new employees for that quarter, come back, have a nice networking event. Did you want to talk more about that briefly? No, you will hear more about the Dragon Days sooner, probably in January, but it'll be a nice way to bring all of our new hires back, re-engage them, get them meeting each other. And the more people you know at Drexel, the easier your life is at Drexel. There are some chairs up front. Sorry to make you come up. So as far as how HR is contacting the employee for their first 90 days, I wanted to quickly explain that. The new employee receives an email from HR at 1 week, 30, 60, 90 days, and 1 year. In each of those reach outs, they'll receive a SWAY presentation explaining nice to know information, need to know information like your introductory period evaluation, all of your compliance requirements, and also a survey. So a nice quick SWAY and a survey in case that employee needs any additional help. And if anyone is not a new hire, I put the first 90-day requirements down here for you. You do an introductory period evaluation, you do an interim conflict of interest, basically similar to what we just went through with the compliance program. All of the compliance programs that are required for that current year, so all of those online courses that we took through Career Pathway. And then at the end, they're supposed to set their goals for the rest of the year with their manager. So now it comes to you guys, you're the ambassadors. It's pretty, you can guide this however you see fit. You're a buddy, you're a partner, you're a contact for your new employee. So basically, if they have random questions that they're not sure who else to go to, they may feel a little embarrassed by going to one of their coworkers, they're a new hire. We don't know what embarrasses some people, so this is a safe person that they can come to, provide information on where to find policies and procedures, answer any questions. If you can't answer their question, you can refer them to the employee that can, whether it be HR, their business partner, or someone else in the university. Familiarizing the employee with Drexel's culture, norms, unwritten guidelines. I was trying to come up with an explanation of that, and maybe an example. I don't know if one of you has the acronyms. I know. There's DUO, there's DUCOM. Old guys remember McFoo. There's a lot to know. So familiarizing our new employees with all of that fun stuff. And also introducing the new employee to all of your colleagues, not all of them, but maybe some of them. Maybe their job overlaps with your department or your role, or someone in your department or their role. That would make a good connection. You can introduce them. Optional, you can take them for a campus tour. We used to do this in orientation, but for various reasons we dropped it off. I know not everyone wants a campus tour, but some people are really into campus tours, so if you're comfortable with giving a campus tour, you can suggest that as well. Your responsibilities as an ambassador do not include acting in a supervisory or manager role, providing training or assessing performance, or acting as a career mentor or a job coach. If your new hire asks you questions about these things, expresses concern about any of that type of relationship or job performance or any of that, you can refer them to their HR business partner. I invited you all to a team space earlier today. There's a resources sheet in there, and it links to how to find your HR business partner. Is anyone not familiar with how to find your HR business partner? If you're not, it's on the HR website, it's under the contact directory, and then there's a link under there, but the resources document will link you directly to that page. Questions about responsibilities before I go on? You guys are seasoned Drexel's employees, you know what to do. So for the first couple of weeks, one of the changes to this program, as opposed to the program that ran before, is we're allowing employees to opt in. So not every new employee is going to want an ambassador. So everyone that says they do want to be paired up with an ambassador, I will pair them with one of you, and I will introduce the two of you through email. You'll meet up for coffee or lunch. My friend Don Liberati is working on getting us Wawa coupons for free coffees. I'm pretty sure this is happening, so we can look forward to that. You can take them on a campus tour if they'd like. Learn about each other, where they worked previously, what their background is, what they're interested in, why they were interested in Drexel, that kind of stuff, getting to know each other. And then responding to any immediate questions the employee has. You'll agree on how frequent you want to meet up, whether you want to meet up weekly for coffee, if you want to have like a weekly email or phone check-in, whatever you and the new employee decide is how you'll move forward for the next 3 months. So then, months 1 through 3, you'll meet up as you determined, be available for the employee even if they have a question during your non-scheduled times, introduce the employee to your colleagues or other colleagues on campus, invite them to any of the many Drexel events that we have, whether it's basketball games, going to an art gallery. I didn't realize we had so many art galleries. That's on the resources page too. I also posted their addresses and hours, which I had no idea they were open all during the day either. So even I'm learning things after being here for 14 years. And then about halfway through, I'll check in with both of you separately, just to make sure that there's not any overlap. If you have concerns, if the employee has concerns, you can feel comfortable letting me know separately. At the end of month 3, your official relationship ends, but you guys can decide how to move forward. If you want to keep meeting up regularly, absolutely do that. But your official duties as the ambassador close. I will send you both a survey. You can let me know how the initial relationship went, if you think there's any changes that we need for the program, any improvements, processes, whatever you see fit. also, you don't have to wait till the end of the program to let me know that. You can reach out at any time. Questions about the outline? Yes.
How are you going to match?
Good question. I'll look at the employee's college or division and kind of their level at the university and match you up as we have availability. I think I'll try to make it so that you're in different divisions or different colleges just so you can get a different group of people. Let me know if you guys think that's a bad idea. And we can always change it if it doesn't turn out to be a good idea. But I mean, we're going to play it by ear, see who our ambassador volunteers are and see who our new hires are and match them up in some sort of way. Similar level.
And one other question.
Yes.
Do you know roughly or an estimate number of like people who are just being hired?
No, I was going to look that up and I totally forgot. Do you know how many there were in the last orientation?
There were 22 in the last orientation.
Yeah, so it varies. It's between, it could be 5 to 30. But we have 90 some volunteers.
Every other week.
Yeah. We have 90 some volunteers. Not everyone's going to want a peer ambassador, so if we run out of volunteers, then we'll figure out what to do then. But we'll at least get through February, I think.
Is this just for professional staff? Or?
It is. We're trying to work with Aaron Horvat's group to come up with a similar program for faculty, but right now it's just for professional staff. And if you know anyone that wants to be a peer ambassador, please send them my way because we will always take more volunteers. Yes?
Are we primarily, so let's say you run out of volunteers, is there the option for us to have more than one?
Yes. If you would like to have more than one new employee assigned to you, yes, absolutely. Let me know if you're okay with that at the end. That would be great. That saves me from having like 30 new hires. Yes.
How about when the volunteer is on vacation or if something unforeseen happens?
That brings me to my next slide. Thank you, Anne Marie. She's always there to help me out. So at any time throughout the program, if you have any questions about your role, about the process, if you think something isn't going well, contact me. If you or your new hire, and we'll let new hires know this, if at any time you want to terminate a relationship with your new employee, if something is just not going right, please let me know. And it's no fault on either side, the ambassador or the new hire. We want to make this a positive experience for the new hires and the ambassadors. So if at any time you want to just terminate that relationship, we will, and we'll find them a new ambassador, and we'll explain in a nice way. We'll say that you had scheduling conflicts or whatever. We'll make sure that they're comfortable with the transition into a new ambassador. If you're going to go on vacation or you're going on leave, just reach out to me and let me know that you're not available to be paired for the foreseeable future, or if you know how long. I do have some ambassadors who said, yes, I'm interested, but not until April. So that's totally fine as well. And if you decide after a little bit that you're no longer interested in being an ambassador, just let me know. Again, life is crazy here. I will not hold fault against any of you for pausing or dropping out of the ambassador program at any time. I know that we have a lot on our plates. So I really appreciate you volunteering and taking the time out of your day to help our new hires and also help HR. So contact me for any ambassador program related information or questions. HR business partners are always available for help for that, more job specific questions or assistance. And then we have the peer ambassador space. So we can use that space if you have any questions, if you need advice from your fellow ambassadors. Everyone's used Teams, right? We're fairly well versed in Teams at this point. I don't know, I know some of you are in the Drexel parents group. It's a really nice space to say, hey, I was thinking about this, what's your advice? And everyone who has an opinion about that can chime in. So a nice informal community space where we can be a support for each other. Also in that space is the resource document that I mentioned. It includes ways to get involved on campus, ways to experience Drexel life, where to find Drexel information or people, and assistance contact information. So that's my contact information and also where to find the HR business partners. Questions? Yes?
I made a vacation about the team, but I was not able to access it.
find me at the end and I will get you access. The Where to Find Drexel Information or People section has a couple of new links that, one of them is not new, but new to some people. Over the last year, we've come to realize that through the institutional effectiveness survey that people didn't know that we have an overall policy website. So that is posted into Where to Find Drexel Information or People. It's all academic and administrative policies. It's drexel.edu/policies. So if you didn't know that was out there, it is. As well as Planning at Work, formerly known as Org Plus. That's the org charts for the entire university. If you're unsure of where your employee rolls up to, you can access that, search them, search the entire university, and you can scroll all the way up to President Fry and all the way down to the very bottom of whatever org chart. So those are two good links in there. If you have anything to add to this resources document, please let me know. We can keep adding to it to make your lives easier as ambassadors. Questions? Yes.
What's the frequency that you anticipate, how often we would need to compare?
I hope, unless you're open to more, one per quarter. So you would have one employee for their whole 90 days, and then once they end, we can pair up with another one. If you only want to have 2 a year,
Right.
please let me know. Whatever works best for you guys, we'll work around. I will work around your schedule. Yes.
How are you learning from the new employee that they want to be part of this program?
So I'll be at orientation, and they're inserting a slide in orientation announcing the program. In the week 1 survey, they'll elect whether they want to participate or not, and we'll explain that to them in orientation. And all of this information about how how it will work. Not just, do you want to do it or not? This is a very easy group, yes.
So in addition to, the serious and important resources that we need to have, will there be space potentially for us to add fun stuff to share with the new employees?
Sure.
Lindsay, can you repeat the question into the mic?
Oh, I'm sorry, people online. Kathy asked if there was a place to add fun stuff for our new hires. Can you give an example?
Best places to eat on campus,
Oh, yeah. You want to make that available for the new hires?
well, for us.
Or for the ambassadors to know where to take the new hires? Yeah, you can.
There is, in this ways you send out to new hires, we actually have some substitutes here who are already here and not going to get this ways.
Kristen from HR says that for the people online, that information is on some of the sways, so we can also add that to the ambassador program team space as well. And if you have any tips, that would be a great place to add that to the team space, so you know if you go to one of the art galleries and there's a specific show happening that's really great or intriguing, that would be good to show our new hires. Actually, one of them is showing the history of Hahnemann Hospital. Anyone know it off the top of their head which gallery it is? I want to say it's the Peck. Peck has a really nice exhibit of the history of Hahnemann Hospital. I think it's ending in January, end of January. So that would be a good place to start.
Beautiful building.
It is.
Nice building too. So
Mhm.
nice building in itself.
All right, so next steps, we're looking to start the pairings up in January, our first orientation in January. I will send you your new hires' name, title, department, and email and phone. Is there any other information that you would find helpful?
We need a campus. Just to know
Which campus they're on?
which campus.
Okay,
So we know.
yeah. Anything else? Yeah,
So is this done on the term schedule or based on their 90 day?
they're 90 days. Any other information that you would find helpful? I mean, you'll meet with them, get to know them. Yes.
Can we get a photo if we're like meeting up and trying to find who they are?
I wonder how we would do that. HR technically has access to everyone's Dragon card photo, but I would not be comfortable with my Dragon card photo being shared. Let me let me look into that. But yeah, that's a good suggestion. I don't know about you, but I looked a little different. Well, maybe I should be comfortable with my Dragon card from 14 years ago. Yes.
Are you going to to try to pair them with people that work in a certain campus with the people that work in it? I mean,
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't go all the way downtown.
Yes, yes. Yes, we'll look at campus first, and we do have a couple of volunteers from the other campuses to pair them up with. But if you know anyone on Center City or A&S that wants to be a volunteer, please send them my way, because I only have a few. But yes, we'll look at campus first. Yes?
Is there an opportunity for current or like recently hired, like before January, to opt in, kind of like reach?
We thought that they had to have been at Drexel for at least a year. So at the end of the employee's first year, we're going to add to that 1-year survey, would you like to be a peer ambassador?
No, I mean, to get paired up with a peer.
Oh, a new hire that was...
New, and maybe it would be a good resource for
We could, if someone is interested, we could. I didn't want to put that out there too much because we have a limited number of volunteers so far. But yeah, a few people have approached me that were hired in August that wanted to be paired up. So yeah, per request, we can grant that. Anyone online have any questions, Kristen? All right. I said we would get out early. I didn't think it would be 20 minutes. All right. Last call for questions? Yes.
This is a great program. Thank you for setting it up, definitely. But I was wondering, usually when somebody's hired, their department usually does all that stuff, like all those questions should be answered by
Some
their
departments do.
supervisor or their colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying some departments don't do that?
Correct. I don't have a list of who does and who doesn't, so no one's getting in trouble, but yeah. Eventually, 10 years ago, we did have a suggestion of a department orientation. It's hard to enforce, so do you think that we should go that direction again?
Well, maybe we can work with the hiring managers to train them a little bit better.
Okay.
What they're not doing, and we can emphasize the importance of it.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But of course, it will depend on the personality.
Yeah. I will take that back to Kathy and her colleague who run orientation. Any other questions or concerns before I set you free on your Monday afternoon? Yes.
I have a question. So after we do the first rotation, will there be some sort of a debrief, at the end to see, kind of how did it go?
Yeah. Yep.
Type of thing.
Would you prefer it be in person or, sorry, for the people online, Claire's asking if there's going to be any sort of debrief at the end of the first cycle of your new hires' first 90 days. Would you prefer it be in person or more of like an online survey kind of thing?
Either or. I just, like to be able to kind of report out.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if there's questions that come up during the ambassadorship, we'll reach out to our HR partner, right?
If it's about their job or their supervisor or kind of that kind of question, you would reach out to their business partner. If it's about the ambassador program, you would reach out to me.
Okay.
But yes, we'll at the end of the first 90 days, we'll send a survey to the new hire and to the ambassador for general feedback. But don't feel like you need to wait until the end. If something you think is going wrong or if you have a concern or a piece of advice, reach out to me. You don't have to wait till the end or even the middle when I reach out in the middle of the term. Yes.
So is there a kind of like a email group or like a chat room for the newcomers?
Yes, the team space.
So they will also be...
The new hires?
Yeah.
No. Only the ambassadors are on the ambassador team space.
Because maybe it would be good to have it because usually they will have the same or similar questions. And if there's a chat room...
That's valid.
Everybody can benefit from it.
What's that?
If you feel you're getting questions that should be shared, if you put them in teams, I do the sways.
Okay.
So for the 1 week, 30, 60, 90. So if you send them, feel free to send them, say, this was a question that came up and I didn't know the answer. I can then keep track of them and then relate those that are pertinent that we can't answer as a sways are breathing, living things. They do not say the same, add in, take things out, and so.
Right. So the people online, if you receive questions from your new hires that you think would be important to share with all new hires, put them into the team space and we can add them to the sways that go out at 1 week, 30, 60, 90 days, and 1 year. Yes?
For the peer ambassador resources, it's a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to just upload them in Teams or the links? Because it's not searchable. You will have to, I always look for things that are searchable.
Yes.
Unless you open it.
Um,
It's like one extra step.
I can add the Word doc.
Okay.
I've had bad experiences adding editable documents to Teams, but I can add the Word doc, so it's searchable.
And you already sent invites out, someone asked.
Yes, yes. If you people online, if you are having issues getting into the team space, email me at les37@drexel.edu, and I can help you out.
Today, right?
Yes. And if anyone here had trouble, see me afterwards, and we can make sure that you have access. Any other questions? All right, well, thank you again for volunteering, and I hope you all have a wonderful and relaxing winter break. 10 glorious days off. Have a good holiday.